Welcome back, everyone. So we are going to continue with some character creation. Unfortunately, Leo will be back in probably any moment now, but isn't quite yet. But I didn't want to leave people hanging.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see.
Morning, God.
Jason.
Oh, good. Okay, it's Gilligan's Island.
Jason is currently researching some TV tropes for us to fit in with our campaign.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, hey,
No worries.
Oh, good. That looks better.
Hooray! Okay, so...
No. Sorry.
Was it? Oh, I think that show I was thinking of before was maybe it was in Humanoids.
Yeah, it's sounding fairly similar. Yeah, I was actually trying to find that. I'm seeing some stuff like I don't believe I remember these or not remember these.
It might be blocked out of your head, as proven by our adventure.
That has been done before. Yes. Thanks.
I had a friend growing up who had a satellite dish and who recorded a bunch of shows that you couldn't get on Canadian cable. I don't know if it was cable back then.
No, it's called Canadian Peasant Vision.
Canadian Peasant Vision.
Okay.
So,
and I am wrong. I'm looking at like some pics of it, and this is a show that I've never seen.
It's too bad. It's not bad.
But it looks good cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Leo.
You're on.
All right. I'm going to put some notes down. I will see about figuring out the character sheets between now and when we actually do the game. But for now, I'll just write them out longhand on my computer.
Okay.
Any ideas what you want for a signature quality?
This is our trope, right?
This is your actually, sorry. There's one more thing I should ask first. Is the gimmick of the series that you're all ninjas?
Yes.
In space?
Yes.
Okay. And so all the characters have some kind of space ninja ability?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Great. So actually the other thing I wanted to do is give some character examples, because that would probably help.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
What? That was a cartoon? How? Sorry.
What was it? It sounds amusing.
Sorry. My bad. I should mute when I do that.
Okay. Oh, I love the action figures in the book.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, actually.
In which book?
Oh, Cartoon Action Hour, Season 3.
Yeah?
Like, I'm seeing an obvious cross where they made He-Man into a Unicorn Man.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this is, yeah, there's a lot of very obvious inspirations, shall we say? So I'm adding. This is from one of the Cartoon Action Hour world books called The Dark Brigade, which is kind of G.I. Joe meets Ghostbusters.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's under the journal. It's under handouts. It's called Character Example.
Journal. Okay, there it is. Yes. Yes, this one. Yes.
So, the thing off to the right here is Bush Hog. That's actually a vehicle.
Yeah.
So far from what we're describing, we're probably, it doesn't sound like we'll have vehicles, but we're probably going to have a playset, which is the floating base or ship.
Yes.
Which we can either do or leave vague. We'll decide depending on, by the time we get to the end of this, how much we want to do.
Yeah, understandable.
Okay, so under his name there's the 3 lists. There's the one with 2 check marks, and then one with 1, and then one with 1.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 check marks is his signature feature, or signature quality. And then the 2 underneath that are regular qualities. So, leader of the Dark Brigade. Kind of an obvious one, but it works. It especially works since in this game you are all part of the group. And then everything to the right of the picture here is traits. So his sun gun, leadership, high-level top secret government clearance, special forces. These are all traits that he can use in the game.
See, and those are picked or made up specifically for him, sort of from that trait list.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and all kind of rolling with the within the world that they've created.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So, are traits of that sort and powers interchangeable?
Yes.
Okay.
Mechanically, powers are traits.
Okay. Cool.
Mechanically, skills and powers kind of work the same way.
I like it.
So you're saying his skill, the machete, is the same as Bush Hog?
Exactly. Now you wouldn't. A Bush Hog in this particular case is a vehicle, but they're both gear. Machete in particular is, so if you think of action figures, the machete is going to be one of the accessories that the action figure comes with. Bush Hog is going to be the vehicle you can buy separately.
So like you went to you go to the store and you'd be able to buy him with his machete and his I don't know, he'd be all dressed up and he's got his machete with him, and then there would be another where it has him and his Bush Hog.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But I see one. I see one problem with this character.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a kung fu grip.
No, he doesn't. And I think he had to trade in like leadership for that. I mean, there's only so much you can do, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
He has to hold a machete, so he doesn't have the kung fu grip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swinging your blade when you squeeze your legs is wrong.
Yeah, you can't swing the knife with the leg swinging. Yeah.
His machete grip.
But one of I assume that one of his on his action figure, one of his hands is molded with the fist sort of closed.
Yep.
So that you can stick the machete in there and
Yep, exactly.
That's awesome.
So that it doesn't fly out when you're moving it around.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's got a toggle on the back. So
Yeah. Makes him do the kung fu grip or the kung fu kick. So for your character, Leo, did you come up with a name?
yes, I did. I put it in Bayushi-san.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea for a signature quality?
signature quality, I think I'd be like, so the heart isn't a signature quality, right?
That's part of it if you want.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's like the leader of the Black Brigade or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You can totally go. My signature quality is, like I'm the heart.
Yes.
Oh.
And the heart. And we are going to have to come up with a name for your ninja group, by the way.
My what?
The ninja group.
Yeah.
You guys need
all the characters. Yeah.
You totally.
Okay. Our ninja group, got it.
Okay.
I think my signature quality would be like, I'm the morale officer, like I'm the one that keeps everyone's morale up. I do like singing or dancing. I'm the one that like dresses up in geisha outfits and stuff, and I play the thing and all kinds of stuff. Keep everyone entertained.
And
Like,
the Japanese translation, instead of being the classical Kyoto, it's actually a ukulele.
Again, I'm thinking in terms of action figures. I can totally see that one of the play sets that you can buy for this show is a separate stage where everybody has their own instruments.
Yes.
You can play.
Well, that's what I was thinking we were doing. I thought we were like a band, and we were like,
oh no, it's just
like AK. Ever watched anime? AK 0048. Where we're idols that fight against. They outlawed entertainment. We basically go to different places and we throw concerts.
Hang on, guys. I got something weird. I lost the Hangout, but I can still hear you.
That's weird. We can still see and hear you.
You look fine.
Yeah.
Well, that's really freaky weird.
I think
Okay.
I think it's probably just like buried somewhere. Most likely.
I got the Cartoon Action Hour up. That's really weird.
Yep.
But I got everything turned off there.
You can. So there's two things that I'm thinking of, but this isn't my decision, so I'll throw it out to the group.
There we are.
You could totally be rock and roll ninjas. I mean,
well, we can do that. We can do that as the episode goes on. I think we should start standard and then work into rock and roll.
Or the other thing I thought was, you're not rock and roll ninjas, but Leo, for some reason, your character really wants everybody to be rock and roll ninjas. So on that one glorious day,
well,
you sneak into our places and slip instruments under our beds.
Here's a good.
Well, maybe my character likes to sing and stuff like in Robotech, Lin May. So I'm the one that sings the cheesy '80s music while you guys are like fighting or something like, and everybody's like
that. You know what? That could totally be, if not your primary quality, that could be a secondary quality. Is power of music as a secondary quality?
You get an item like a power guitar or something that actually acts as a weapon. You play it like a sonic wave or something fun like that.
Or not even necessarily a weapon. It could just be that we kind of code into the setting that something like the whole thing between Minmay and the Zentradi, where they when she sung, they just couldn't deal with culture, and it just like stuns them and messes them up, not violently, just they're just kind of blown away.
Biggest fanboys ever.
Well, I definitely think that the Shogun has banned many forms of entertainment. Any non-government.
We can definitely go the rock and roll world where music is outlawed.
Yeah. I don't know if music is outlawed, but music that's not approved by the government is outlawed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
In fact, you have your own
we could do like shit on the holograms where we pretend like we're band members, and then we go to these places and we do sabotage. We sabotage things. And they know it's us because we then turn into ninjas, I guess.
That could definitely be turning into a trope that we do, is that we dress up to sneak in because we're ninjas.
Right.
Yes. I love that idea. Does everybody else love that idea?
I love that idea as a trope that we had to dress up to sneak in quite often.
We turn on pajamas.
Are you okay with that, Brad?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Okay. How does Ninja Morale Officer sound as a signature quality?
I agree.
Leo?
What's that?
Ninja Morale Officer?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Cool. Your two secondary qualities, it kind of sounds like one of them is loves music or music lover.
Music lover, yeah.
Music lover, okay. And that like a good aspect can be positive or can be negative.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it's like
a second thing about your character that defines them.
Well, since I'm playing the chick in anime for the show, I'm an 80s chick, so I'm going to be like, I wear a completely different costume than everybody else. I'm the one that wears the skin tight clothes, and like my hair is like really long all the time, and like every time someone walks in to see me or something, I'm like barely dressed or something. Oh my,
Oh, no.
It's all censored now.
Yeah,
Because
and
the
if we all have,
censor bar there in Japan, it was like see everything, but it's all censored out, or they put a cowl on me or something.
yes.
Could we work that? Could we, if I can make a suggestion, could we work that into a little bit more of a broad quality, more like, again, this is definitely working from Faith a little bit, kind of more like being aggressively embarrassed or something like that, so you can work it both ways.
True. Do they come?
I'm not sure.
So if we all have a signature color, yours is pink because you're the girl,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
and we all acknowledge how like stupid and sexist that is, but it fits the milieu.
Well, yeah, like the Power Rangers, yeah. The one lady with pink.
Yep. Well, the other one was the Asian woman in yellow. Let's not talk about that one.
Ooh.
I'm either yellow or pink. You guys are like dressed in black. I'm the yellow or the pink one. I don't know.
Yep.
Oh God, not orange though.
Not wearing orange, okay.
And run around with my hands in the back.
Although it would be funny if we had an orange ninja, just because of the that anime that I never watched but is crazy popular.
Naruto.
Yes.
Naruto. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. So that's probably a good trade for me.
Okay.
Okay. So, I don't know if we've narrowed down the second quality yet.
Second quality.
No, we were talking about aggressively embarrassed. I don't know if it works.
No, not quite.
Something
broad that you can kind of go like, I want a +2 from this, and I'm going to describe it, kind of thing.
Yeah. And they also don't have to be necessarily complicated. Like I'm looking for some examples here, and one of them is his second secondary quality is just angry.
Tsundere. Baka.
Okay. Oh, and these do they? You mentioned compels as well. Should these be double-edged, or am I totally reading in something that I shouldn't be?
There absolutely should be opportunities here for double-edged, either that I suggest as the game master, or that you as a character suggest.
Okay.
Looking for the character that looks like the ones that only have 3 is one of the secondary qualities is like a boon that you always use. The other one is kind of has an edge to it, like angry. You can evoke angry either way.
Yeah.
Right. Where other ones is like got big weapon. Like or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
What about aggressively friendly?
I love it.
Pretty friendly.
Does that
Yeah,
work?
that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be great. Like I'm like friendly to everybody. I walk up to the general. It's like, hi, how you doing? How's it going? What's going on, Shogun?
Okay. I like it. Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
All right. What's next with that? Okay. Traits. 18 trait points. 5 to 10 traits. So these are special skills. If you want to go with power of music, I think this is where it would fit if you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Also, this is a good time to think about like the action figure and what the action figure would do, either the accessories it would have or the special attacks it would have or whatever.
My action figure, I think, would have like a microphone.
Yeah.
And then like obviously a girly weapon of some kind, like a throwing dagger that I put in my hair like a hairpin.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a cyber hairpin that you throw out, and it basically electronically returns to you.
That's good.
Yep.
I would throw it for my hair like
Oh, yeah. It's not my hair. You will die now.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, your figure. We also none of this has to be realistic.
Oh yeah, we should have figured that out.
Of course not.
But I love the idea that your action figure has like either a microphone that you can record stuff or something in the back where you say like a catchphrase.
What is your You don't have to say. But
We'll come back to catchphrases later because they actually do have special rules to them.
Nice.
Cyber hairpin. Did you want to go with power of music?
Yeah.
Power music. You are going to play Minmay, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Minmay is a ninja.
the Minmay the Ninja.
Minmay the Ninja is awesome.
Ninja May.
I'm okay with this. She might be actually useful.
Yay, she has skills that are actually.
Sorry, that was mean.
It could be worse. Could be Basara. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
And I'm just looking at the list of trait examples. And things that I'm using off the top of my head that might fit. Acrobat.
Yeah.
Art of Ninjutsu.
Yeah, it's obviously.
Or an entertainer.
Born entertainer. That's a good one.
Where was the other one I saw here? Charismatic.
Yep. That sounds great.
Yeah.
The prancing one. The prancing one. Sorry.
Explain this using interpretive dance.
Make sure you take some combat stuff, though. Make sure you take some combat stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to be combat heavy.
Yeah, I think we're going to be doing the 80s action theater.
Yes.
There will definitely be 80s action theater.
Enchanted ring, yes.
It wouldn't be a bad idea, because I just saw here on the traits list Swordmaster.
Ooh, yes.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to have, like, Chris is the Swordmaster, and Jason is the Staff Master, and Leo is the Throwing Dagger Master. That might not be a bad idea.
Knife Master, maybe. Yeah.
Knife Master?
Knife Master, yeah.
And she's
Master.
Yeah, she can throw a knife like nobody's knows, and she's also the Boogie Gone lady who can take anything and make it a weapon as a projectile for comedic and effective effect.
Hence
I
the
have a
hairpins.
of knives that I walk around.
Yep.
And if you need me grace to exit my plot.
Yes.
They're bright pink and plastic.
Absolutely. And they and on the action figure, they create those sparkly things when you wind them up a little bit.
No, I was thinking more they insert into the hand and you pop it goes and it flies 2 feet.
No, it's not suitable for children. You got
I was wondering if we could do like also if we're on our ship, maybe we could do like space flight.
Yeah, that might not be
to fly in space.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good point, actually. Someone should be a pilot.
There's the star pilot. Or do you mean like a star pilot, or actually we fly in space?
Yeah, we like fly in space or something.
So as characters, we fly in space.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a big fan of the Defenders of the Earth, like plastic shield plus helmet look.
Oh, absolutely. Because it's easy to animate.
Right.
Either that, or you've all got cool ninja armor that lets you fly in space.
Oh no, they're environmental ninja suits.
Well, or, as long as our heads are covered, and it doesn't even have to be, like, fully covering our face, but, enough that it goes over the eyes.
Yeah.
And we're wearing these, totally thin suits, then the vacuum doesn't hurt us, because it's Saturday morning.
Yeah.
I think that's a game trope. Survive in space without spacesuits. That's going to be one of our game tropes.
Yes. As atmosphere. Otherwise, it gets really boring.
Except when falling into planetary atmospheres. Then we start to burn up and die.
Yes.
You gotta be rescued before that happens.
Yes.
So yeah, I like the idea of flying around in space. It's going to be necessary at times. Are you wanting that as a trait?
That's what I was thinking,
Yeah. Might actually be something. Well, I don't know if we need it.
Yeah, it might be good as a trait because it is listed there.
Yeah, we're fighting against the bad guy, and everybody knows our dojo, what it looks like.
Yeah.
Being able to travel to that world, easier for us to sneak in, or maybe we just.
Yep.
It actually might.
I'm trying to think of something that's unique to your character, or would be unique to your character. What about sneaking in space?
That's true.
A cloak.
Oh, I know. There's a trait on there called Shape Changer.
There
There you go. I can basically change what I look like.
No, she's her disguise. Even if it's really good disguise or whether it's actual shapeshifting, it doesn't matter. For the purpose of the cartoon, she's Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, that works for me. Rather than saying shape changer, just because there's special rules that involve transformation, and I don't want to get involved with them unless I have to.
Oh, that's just true. Yes.
Master of Disguise.
Master of Disguise sounds good.
Master of Disguise or Mistress of Disguise.
Yeah.
Disguise.
Or even Ghost Body might work a little bit too.
Big Mistress of Disguise.
Oh.
They're great.
That's 4 so far.
How many do we need?
Yeah, it's good to have at least 5.
You have 18 points, maximum of 4 in any one.
Yeah. And then, do you still want to do the sneaking in space thing, or do you want to try something else?
Well, we got to have something to be able to move around in space, or.
Well, I think
from our ship.
One thing that I'll do is say that everybody, like, we're going to, for free, have the ability to move around in space, just because.
Yeah.
That's where we're all gonna. That's where you all are gonna be. So.
Unless. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Unless you want to go like we'll fly in space, but your character can fly the fastest. You have the super speed, maybe.
Yeah. You have a jetpack. or
maybe, although that does.
Um,
I kind of would, if we're going to do that, I kind of want to give that to another character because you've already got now the disguise.
That's true.
And the music, and so you've got like a lot that defines your character.
right. Well, like in the anime I was talking about, they have like a floating stage, like a circle with a disc that just floats through space, like Silver Surfer does, where he's got, just a surfboard that he goes through space with on float around the disc or something. And that way I can sing on it while floating through space out of it.
Okay.
Vehicle rules.
Okay.
So it has like speakers on the bottom, and I can sing while.
yeah.
I like this idea. I like where we're going with this. How about space stage?
Sure.
Works.
And then what? We'll come back to that and define it a bit later.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Joe, does that become like vehicle rules then? Probably.
Possibly. There's
We'll
an
define-
example of this in another world book. It's not this one. And I don't think it doesn't necessarily have to be
Okay. Cool.
vehicle rules, but it can be.
Yeah. Well, again, let's start simple and we'll work our way up and put more layers as we need them.
Exactly. So I just want to really quickly, because it can also be an accessory.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Where is... Yeah. Cool. Okay. Could also be a vehicle. Okay. We've got 5 traits and 18 points. Do you want to decide where those points go? Do you want to chat about it? It's at least for the first, while we're feeling out the system, I'm totally okay with like unlimited respecs.
Yeah, we're gonna be work in progress. That's okay.
Well, at least want Arch and Ninjutsu to be pretty good. Ninth Master. I want Ninth Master to be pretty high since I'm going to be Ninth Master.
Yeah.
Ridiculous and good at that. Maybe Master Disguise being like third, middle tier, and like the rest of the stuff like Stealthy and all the other. And just kind of be like bottom tier, so to speak. So, but I would say Born Entertainer would be pretty up there, and Ninth Master would be up there.
Yeah.
As my top 2 things that I'm like really good at.
Okay, so Knife Master and Born Entertainer?
Yeah. And then like Prismatic and Master Disguise feels like it's kind of in the same area, so to speak. And like Art and Ninjutsu. And then of course everything else would be under those.
Okay. And Art of Ninjutsu isn't necessarily necessary. I think that's good for if you are like one ninja among non-ninjas. But if everybody's a ninja, you can have it.
Okay. Just for free. Just be like I'm a ninja.
Just 1 point, like just enough to show.
Yeah, that might be a good one. If you're looking at giving us free ones, Joe, that's probably the best one to give us for free.
Yeah, exactly. Although what I'd like to do is like give it for that's a good idea. So give it for free. I think I'm going to give it at a 3-point level.
Okay.
And then everybody gives their own particular spin on it. So
Yeah.
I would say that I'm not as good at ninjutsu as everybody else. Like, I'm also like the fragile candidate too, like, because unfortunately in the 80s, the girl was the, oh no, save me.
You'll be pretty fragile, yeah.
You know, so, like, come on, Lancer, you gotta save me. I'm being trapped by these guys, and I walked into their bar, and, you know, I'm always in trouble.
what would work with that and would work with Art of Ninjutsu is your Mistress of Disguise. So saying like, disguise is your art of ninjutsu, if that makes sense.
Yeah, got it.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one and 3. And you do have the option to add trait points to it if you want, but everybody is going to have their art of ninjutsu starting at 3, and then you can add more points to it if you want.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think I should. Yeah, I don't think she'd be like really high.
Okay. So let me just review that again here. Here's what I've got for your traits. Let me know if I've missed any.
Our music.
Cyber hairpin, I love that.
Cyber hairpin. Good. Space stage. Yep, that sounds good.
Okay. And then what we were doing is Knife Master at 4, Mistress of Disguise at 3, leaves you with 14. Born Entertainer, you also wanted to be 4 as well?
Yeah.
Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10 points. 2, 4, 6, 8. What we could do? Do you want any of these to be level 1? Like a 1 trait point?
I don't know. I think Cyber hairpin is like. Is that with my Knife Master, or is that like the weapon I use?
Yeah, I think what I think of with Cyber Hairpin is like it's a hidden weapon.
Okay. Is that a trait or is that like an accessory?
It's a trait, but a trait can be an accessory.
Okay.
Which is something that we can talk about when we do the next bit here.
Okay, okay. I think that's like a. Out of all those, I think Cyber hairpin probably be the lowest.
Okay.
In my mind.
Okay, so what we could do, make sure I'm doing my math right here. 8, 10, 2, 2, 3, 4, no, that would be 3. What we could do, if you want, is put Cyber Hairpin at 1.
Okay.
And then Power of Music, Charismatic, and Space Stage all at 3.
Okay.
Does that work?
All right. Sounds good.
And again, all of that is changeable. Okay. Cool. Let me.
Well, I would do like Cyber Stage and Cyber hairpin. My Space Stage and Cyber hairpin are the same, like 2 each. Maybe make them the same.
2 each? Okay, yep. Can do. Works for me. Okay. Let me pull up. Let me grab the main book here.
Whoops.
For now, whoa.
Whoops.
Oops. Or oomph.
Or oomph.
This is good. My bad. Sorry. Didn't mean to press that.
Okay. Special rules. These are advantages and disadvantages for your traits.
Okay.
You get special rules available equal to your star power score, which is 3.
Okay.
You also can take adverse special rules, or which are also called disadvantages. Each one of those that you take, up to a maximum of 3, can get you another special, non-adverse special rule. So you can take up to 3 advantages, and then if you want, you can take 3 disadvantages to give you 3 more advantages.
Oh, that thing, that kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
I'm just going to make my character very disadvantaged, so I'm like very powerful and like over. But
also, if you choose not to take any of those, which is fine, each special rule you don't take is a +1 trait power. So you can, if you want, bump up. You can have another 3 points here if you want.
So special rules like something that So how's that? Is like a disadvantage or like
The special rules are advantage or disadvantage. Sorry, special features. So if you go to the journal and the handouts, there's one listed special feature.
So, for example, your hairpin would probably have accessory that's a special feature, right, Joe?
Exactly, that is a special feature.
A free boost has special rules involving linking. Rolling a flub means accessory is deactivated for the episode.
Yeah. Yeah, and linking is something that involves trait rolls that we can explain a little bit later. Basically, it gives you an even extra boost on top of a previous boost.
Okay.
Okay.
So what would be an example of that, Joe? Because that's where I got a little confused in rules. So if he had like his space stage out and he threw his hairpin from the space stage, does he have that +1 to the space stage roll then? If he can explain how he's using it.
Yes.
Kind of.
Let me pull up the one pager here. There's a thing that you can do called linking. If you are rolling to succeed at a test, you roll and you add a trait. So, for example, let's say Leo, you're rolling and you're adding Knife Master.
Right.
You also have the ability to link in a second trait. And that second trait would give you a +1. Because right now, all of your traits are going to be between 1 and 4, so that second trait would give you a +1 to your roll. What you can do on top of that, if you have something that is an accessory, you then have the ability to link in your accessory as a third trait. And that's pretty much the only way that you can put in a third trait. So if you were using Knife Master and you were on your space stage and you were also using your cyber hairpin, you could only do that if either the cyber hairpin or the space stage was an accessory.
Gotcha.
That has to be an accessory for me.
In order to do the third one. Now you can still be on the space stage and throw a knife and say it's your cyber hairpin. It's just you don't get the bonuses if one of them is not an accessory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also action feature. As you go through these, do any of these? I mean, just looking at.
I would like to do like one shot for my cyber hairpin.
Yeah, I was just looking at that and thinking, yeah, one shot actually makes a lot of sense for the cyber hairpin.
Because I'm like, once an episode, I'm like, that's, I'm like throwing out like this, like,
Yeah.
Only one time an episode I go, yeah.
Okay, cool. Excuse me. Okay. That gives you now 4 bonuses that you can take if you like. Do any of these other ones? The other option, if you want, is we can take a look at your space stage and making it a vehicle. If you want, it becomes more complicated, but then you would be using up a lot of your special rules, or your I want to find a different thing to call them, but special rules is what the book calls them.
Okay.
Also, there
is
the
there
option. Yep.
Oh, is there a handout for the special rules?
Yes, there is.
Some example ones.
Yeah, it's called special features. It's under the hand.
Oh yes. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. No problem. Psychic, big attack, area, advantage, action feature. Action feature is also a very common one. That's your kung fu grip. That's your karate kick. And if none of that appeals or none of that sounds, there's also advantage, which is basically anything that's not covered by the rules, or anything that's not covered by the other special features. So
I think I'm gonna do with shared.
Okay.
And I want to ask the other players about this since I'm like the morale officer.
Mm-hmm.
Shared. So like when I start singing or when I start like cheering you guys on, you guys get benefits. You start fighting better.
For me.
Yep. Okay. Let me pull up shared specifically here. Let me read this.
I like the idea of getting the vehicle as my space station, because that would be spending at least one on the vehicle on the space station.
Actually, this is not a bad idea. Sometimes characters have traits that several of them can use. Thinking in meta terms, this is akin to a toy vehicle that came with 2 action figures. This trait can represent an accessory, a vehicle, a companion, maybe even some form of power related to the fact that the characters are twins. This trait can be used by any character who chips in an equal number of trait points to create it. Must be listed in all the sharing characters bio files, along with the names of the other characters who share the trait. Any some or all the sharing players may also give up the trait special rules and upgrade 2.
Yeah, it comes with more friendship.
So basically, a rule like that would be like if we were playing Voltron, we'd have the shared trait that each of us have a lion. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly.
Yeah. That does. I mean, you can have that with one other character, or you can have that with all of the characters. It's up to everybody. The way that works is.
Well, how many points would we have to stick into it? Like one for me being able to moralize everybody, or one and then another one because we're able to transform into Voltron, basically, or no? Is our leader's gone, or no? Or we have some special power that we do together.
Yeah, and this is definitely not a bad idea at all. The way it works is that the points that everybody puts into it is the total rating.
Yeah.
And everybody puts in an equal amount. So
I would at least put one.
Yeah.
You know, if morale officer doesn't work, or at least like some like an anime where we do this, you know, this ninja thing where like Super Ginyu Force, you know, back in Dragon Ball Z, you know, make this dance and we.
So Chris and Jason both left. Yeah, what I'm thinking is more. I'm thinking of the Care Bear stare. Actually, is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But some kind of something like we need to go back and change a trait with it, like something like the power of ninjutsu,
right?
Or the power of teamwork, something where you all team up. Because the way that it works, mechanics-wise, is you all get access to the full. Like you basically pay 1 point and get a 4-point trait.
Wow.
But things are more difficult to do with that trait if everybody is not there.
I like it though.
And I think that works. I think that's a great idea to have. But that's something either another character has to go in with you, or is something that the whole group would go in with. So,
what are we talking about, Joe?
We're talking about having a shared power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I was wondering about this.
Yeah, it's kind of representing a power of friendship / ninjutsu.
I am okay with this.
Yeah.
If no one else on the group and is on it, I am in.
Yeah.
But I think we should have this because then we can do we can do the 80s trope that we all say something and we power up.
Ninjutsu powers activate.
You got it.
Yeah, something like that. Yes.
I'm in.
Now, will it lessen because our leader's not here though? Like that.
No, yeah. I mean, it still works, but it's not like galaxy punching. That's why we're only That's why we only have human level stats.
Yep. Yep.
We used to have a +8. Now it's like a 2 or 3.
Now it's a plus. Okay, so what this means then is that everybody is going to need to put in points for it. I think what we will do, what I'd like to say is 1 point each, because then it's a 4-point trait, and that's the.
I think that's a good
Sounds
one.
good.
That sounds really good, actually.
Yeah, and then actually it allows us to punch above our weight class a little bit because
Yep.
merge.
So how is that going to work? Can we only use it once per session, or?
That's up to you guys. Mechanically the way it works is that everybody gets to access the trait,
Mm-hmm.
but the trait is harder to use. Your target numbers are higher if you're not all together.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So mechanically, it kind of takes care of itself. Like you can use it and you can use it and you can use it, but only if you're together are you going to be able to do the really tough stuff.
Yeah.
Now, does it have a specific function? Like, does it have to have a specific function of what it does, like for attack, or to recover? What do they call it? The damage cards or damage points. What do they call it?
Well, that is a good point. It does need to be. Okay, there's 2 ways we can do this.
Mm-hmm.
The simple way and the complicated way.
I like
The simple way is that we choose a sort of generic enough trait that it'll benefit in a couple of different situations, like power of ninjutsu.
Ninja teamwork.
Ninja teamwork. And then it does whatever ninja teamwork does. Or we use the versatile rule, which is hella complicated.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is. It is. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually take that back and say no. Let's do it.
Why don't we do it simple now?
And then once we get used to the rules, we can always play with it later.
And then we can come back and get used to the rules and go, we'll versatile it later as we get better at ninjutsu, or the ninjutsu actually maybe gets worse. Depends how complicated the rules are.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Okay.
we will let our friend here name it. So what did you want to name it again?
Leo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo, what did you want to name it?
I didn't have a name for it actually. This was generating an idea of something I wanted to do.
You should totally name it.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. Oh.
Dude. Well, dude, you're the heart character, right? Call it Ninja
That's
Force
true.
Heart.
That's true.
Call it what?
Ninja Force Heart. Or something like that, if you need help.
Friendship is magic.
You got her.
Now I'll call it the 5-point star.
The
Ooh, yes.
5-point star.
Yes.
I'm going to put that in my homemade character sheet right now. 5-point star.
I agree.
That's freaking amazing.
So we like all form member the star, like a ninja star has 5 points. You know, we like,
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
That works.
We'll call it an attack.
But it's not as powerful because we don't have the 5th point. You know?
Yeah.
It's just this little 4-point star. It's like it's a square.
It's so sad.
Well, it's kind of like
We're
like a diamond.
yeah, it's a diamond shuriken.
I like it.
Oh, that's
We're like,
amazing.
all right, everybody, let's form the 5-point star.
It looks
Yes.
like
And then we all have to say our numbers in order as we do it.
We pause for 1 because 1 isn't there. It's like 1, like we 2, 3.
Yeah.
You know, like a flat second pause for 1 because he's not there. He's like,
He's not there. Yeah.
we have a moment of silence for 1.
yeah. Moment of silence for 1.
2.
I'm still hearing the Power Rangers theme in my head right now. It's not even funny.
Go Power Rangers.
See, that was
Yeah,
the
of
most
course.
interesting thing in the book I came across are the Gestalt rules, and I looked at the pages and like, oh my god, this is kind of complicated.
Some really bad A's music is playing while we're doing it.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things that if you can read it and wrap your head around it and play with it
Yeah.
a bit, it's not that complicated. But
I think once we start playing, it'll become easier to understand. I think.
That's true.
okay, so Leo, we got to take away a point from one of the things here
Mm-hmm.
for the 1 point that you're contributing to 5-point star.
Okay, that's fine.
Born Entertainer,
Oh,
Mistress of
I'm sacrificing a point. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
I'll say I'll sacrifice a point of 9th master for that one.
Yeah, well, just a point. Like you can, like the trait stays, but you just need to take a point off of one of them.
Okay. Yeah. Like I think it's like a part of my ability as a knife master. So like, I've learned throwing knives so well. So like, completing my training was to learn the secret of the 5-point star.
Okay.
So
Agreed.
I mastered the art of knife master to the point where I've now learned the secret technique with these.
Oh no, you're
5
the
other
guy
summer-
who. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
5 other
the
ninjas.
5-point star.
The 5-point secret of the 5-point star. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Okay, so your knife master is going to be 3, and you've got access to the 5-point star.
Yep. Exactly.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So you've basically, with the one shot on the cyber hairpin and the shared, you're still at 3 advantages you can take. Do you want to take any of the other ones, or should we just put those into trait points?
Yeah. I don't see any other advantages besides vehicle. That would be beneficial for me.
Okay. And we could.
Stash 'em.
Okay, so the way vehicle works.
Can I dump all 3 in the vehicle?
Yeah. When you decide a special rule, you choose level. You take out minor, major, moderate, or major. After you finish creating your character, you will need to create game stats for the vehicle. The trait rating will affect how the vehicle is constructed. Vehicles, alternate forms, vehicles, create vehicles. Da, 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 da. So basically, vehicles are another character.
Oh, wow.
So we'll design that. Once the character's done.
Okay, we'll design that later time.
Yeah, we'll design that later. But absolutely, if you want to dump all 3 into making.
I'll dump all 3 in the
Yeah,
vehicle.
okay. Perfect. So that's going to be your space stage.
My space
Love it.
by Ishii Zen space stage.
The stealthy ninja space stage that transforms into a no play on occasion because it's samurais and ninjas.
No play? But isn't that a play? Oh yeah.
No, it's a no play.
Now
But
it is a
there's
new
no play. I thought there's a play.
Yes, there is a no play. Sorry, we will stop that now.
All right.
Shit.
Okay, your last step is choosing upgrades. Give me a moment.
Oh yeah, that's the other one that confused me.
Yeah.
How much stuff do I get? Jeez.
I know, right?
It's quite interesting because the system seems so simple on the surface. It's like, oh yeah, it's just kind of like Fate. It'll take 2 minutes, and it's like, it's actually a little bit crunchier, and I'm kind of liking that.
Yeah.
Might be a place.
I was spending most of the time on my character, so I feel like
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. I've been looking at the list, and I've been trying to think of what Brad has decided to play yet.
Oh yeah. So sorry about that. I'm gonna go with the brain.
You're gonna
as
go
long
with
as
the
that's still
brain?
okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna try and wedge like the whole disembodied brain in a bot thing into this if but if anybody objects at any point in the creation process, let me know. That's okay. I can
no, it's totally cool.
You
Yeah,
could be a ninja, like humanoid, all flesh, and have a brain in your body, in the stomach like Krang, and it'll be a big
Your brain
fun.
and face is in your stomach. It just you have to open the panel.
Yeah, I was thinking for my signature quality, it would be disembodied sorcerer ninja brain in a bot.
I don't have a problem with that.
Oh, it's so specific. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You might want to shorten that a little bit. That's a little bit too much for the 80s attention span.
Make it an acronym. An acronym.
I do love it though. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the big guy then. Okay.
I put an upgrades handout under journal.
Oh yeah, that's the one I need to read. Okay.
And I think I've shared it with everybody.
Yeah.
What's that? Upgrades?
Yeah, upgrades? Yeah, okay. So the way this works is you have 3 upgrades. You can use them to increase a trait. You can use them to get a new trait. You can get more special rules. You can get an extra standard quality. That's generally where you're going to get your catchphrase from if you want it. You can use the versatile special rule, which we're not going to do. You can give yourself another base oomph point, or you contribute 5 points to creating the playset.
What's the playset?
The playset, in this case, is going to be your ship. If anybody feels moved to do that, great. Otherwise, I may just leave the ship vague for now.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I'll do it. I'll totally, well, because I was thinking, maybe, so is that 1 amp upgrade for contributing 5 points?
Say it again, sorry?
So would that be 1 upgrade for 5 points?
Yes. The playset starts with a base of 10 points.
Okay.
So every upgrade, if you want, will give it an additional 5 points.
All right, so I'll spend 2 upgrades on the ship, and I'm gonna spend 1 of the upgrades on a trait, and I'm gonna have the trait welded. So I'm the one. I'm the one with the Skrilla money, cash flow. I was the one that built the ship. I'm the fairy princess, so to speak. The queen or the empress, secret empress or something.
Fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely. So what was your 3rd upgrade again?
What's that?
What was your 3rd upgrade?
Wealth. Trait. Wealth.
She's
There's a trait out here.
Oh, you're getting a new trait?
Yeah, right?
Wealth.
You use your upgrade to create a trait, right?
Yes, got it. Okay.
So one of the traits is wealthy, I believe. Yeah. Wealthy, yeah. 1 point of wealthy.
Absolutely. Okay.
Well, she's only
Grade 2.
I love it.
All right.
Okay.
That, my friends, is the creation of Bayoshi-san.
Yay! Let's go next. Or
Just to just to jump out of that for a second, I do think that Jason has suggested the group name and possibly the name of the show,
which is just 2, 3, 4, and 5 in Japanese.
Oh.
How perfect is that for an 80s import cartoon?
Ni Shan Shi Go!
I like it.
That works.
It should start up. Are you guys ready? Me!
Exactly.
Shan!
Again.
Go!
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
go. That's the second line.
Yeah.
And it shows us shutting up the cartoon when it opens up the trailer.
Yes.
So basically,
Yeah, and then when it goes me, Shen, she, go, and like each of our faces appear like, doing like our pose or whatever.
where they do it around each corner.
Me, Shen, she, go, me, Shen, she.
Okay.
Oh, this is made of awesome.
Yes,
You're awesome.
A little bit made of awesome.
So the beginning will change when we get our number one guy back or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to add Ichi back in somehow.
Look at
There's the reason why he's never coming back. No one's going to edit that.
Yeah. They spent like thousands of dollars on an awesome song. We're not going to change the song, sir.
it was done by children.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Well then.
I was thinking like maybe our our leader maybe should be our sensei, and he's like, gone. Maybe or he was kidnapped by this big guy, the sugar.
That's a possibility as well.
There's a mystery.
Yeah, or Mr. Guy again.
He left a single note, and she found it.
What's that?
The note.
Well, we don't know. You didn't show us the note because it's too painful. You have to wait till
It's dramatic. You're gonna have to wait till
episode 5 to show us the note.
Okay.
And about the same time that your sensei disappeared, the Shogun suddenly gained a new warrior who always wears a mask and seems to know a lot about ninjutsu, but I'm sure that's a coincidence.
Total coincidence.
Total coincidence.
So, I could probably build most of my character on my own now that I know what's going on. Just maybe some, if you don't mind, Brad, since I know what you're going to play.
Uh-huh.
I just need some stuff for maybe some qualities. I now have a name because I basically had, like a smart character and a power character ready to go. So I'm still going to go with my power character, but instead of calling him Corporal T, because that's a Mr. T cartoon, my name is going to be Power Hando Shi. So it's power hand. It's power hand 4.
Okay.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yes, and I am the action figure with the oversized hands.
Yes. That's grappling action when you squeeze his legs.
Yes, I will have grappling kung fu action.
Are you gonna have 4 arms?
Oh,
yes.
Nice.
Just like Shenron from Mortal Kombat, or whatever.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, yeah.
Goro or Shiva, yes.
Goro, yeah.
The only thing is, my top hands have the really big hands that do this. The other hands are really small, like Donald Trump size.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I had to put a joke in there somehow.
Well done.
That's all done.
Okay. In that case, could I recommend either red or green for your character, Jay? Because you're an alien, obviously.
Oh yeah, I'm totally have to be green.
Green.
Green? Awesome.
I have to be totally 3 shades of green.
Yes.
Yes.
Green as well.
My hands are bright green because they glow in the dark.
Yes.
So
I think there's a meta story somewhere where your character originally was going to be an Incredible Hulk, but they messed up the sizing. They just right?
They just threw 2 arms on it and sold it.
They just drilled 2 arms in the side.
Yeah,
With the
exactly.
extra hands in there.
Like little Barbie arms on it. They just painted them in green.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I need a primary quality then if I'm going to beat a bruiser. Can I go up my primary quality, the bruiser, or the big hands?
Gentle giants or
The big hands.
And I would recommend, we don't have to, but I would definitely recommend for the standard quality,
Mm-hmm.
it definitely has to have the word ninja.
yes.
Oh. So as my primary trait?
Is your signature quality? I
As
believe.
your standard quality.
So
Or
that's
as
my
your
big.
signature
That's
quality.
my big one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm getting my definitions here.
Yeah. I know exactly what
Okay.
you mean.
So primary quality. I'm going to call it primary quality.
Yeah, primary quality. Go for it.
Primary sounds better.
You
So
could totally be like gentle ninja giant.
gentle ninja giant. I
If you
love
want to be a
that.
gentle giant, I mean, you could also be.
Angry ninja giant.
Wait, am I just playing Baldric again? Hang on. I
Oh
might
my
be-
God, you are!
Yes.
Oh my god, okay.
Baldric all over again.
I should do something different than the giant, the gentle giant. I go, that's the trope.
Say what?
And Chris is going to be the angry one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You could always be sarcastic.
Well, I am.
Yeah.
I never noticed.
Never. That's not really primary. Why don't I just go? I kind of wanted this like pure comfort related, so Ninja Hands of Doom.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be brutish.
Brutish. Yeah, you're like a brute. No, that's a little too Baldric-like.
Mm.
Mm.
Make him a jolly giant.
Ninja
Yeah.
Hands.
Jolly ninja giant.
I like it.
Jolly Ninja Giant. Oh my god, Jolly Ninja Giant. Okay, fine.
Oh.
Well, gotta be like Baldric, you do realize. Okay, so secondary qualities. So the secondary quality should include something
All of
fairly.
you,
So 1 negative.
all of you get that for 1 point,
Okay.
Okay.
and all of you get
Art of Ninjutsu
for
at
free.
3.
And whereas special ninjutsu is whatever your specialty is. So
Yeah.
with Sun, it was Mistress of Disguise.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'll go back and change that then. Okay, so
Got it.
secondary qualities, guys. So secondary.
So not
I might-
angry.
I might get rid of the jolly and just call myself a ninja giant.
Ninja giant works.
So I kind of want one real good advantage and one that's kind of double-edged for sure. Because that seems to be the trope in this game for sure.
Yep. I'm just trying to think of some examples here. You could be a secret.
Secret?
Not gonna say.
Not so much that it's a secret, but like the example that I have here is history with Lord Sin, Lord Sin is the bad guy. So it could be like
Oh, hang on. Oh wait, no, that's not appropriate for the 80s. Never mind. I was gonna put. I'm not sure if we can work this into. Everybody knows the one where if you're sleeping and your legs start doing weird things.
yeah.
Restless leg?
Yeah, I want that for my hands.
No.
I want restless hand syndrome. But I'm not sure how that works as a quality.
Grabby?
Oh, grabby.
Grabby, yeah.
Grabby.
Thinks with his hands.
Ooh, That's perfect. Thinks with his hands. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Because now that is double edged. That's like
Absolutely.
I'm really good until I start going, I'm explaining myself.
Yes.
And that's perfect because I can actually do that in the chat. Okay, so I need one more. So we have Ninja Giant, thinks with hands.
Um.
Hmm. No, that's still too baldric. God damn it.
What's
Guys that go to the same thing.
What's a character trait? Because your muscle tends to be either like brooding and mute.
Yes.
Or like jolly.
Yes.
Or kind of mindless and innocent. Like that tends to be where they go.
How about more like something like I'm kind of confused most of the time, but it can also be an advantage.
Yeah.
Like if there's mind control going on, I tend to do random shit when I'm being mind controlled, but that's because I normally do that anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like almost like.
Okay, I have it for you. Zen Green Giant.
No. We're done with that. Okay, so what were you going to say, Brad?
An alternative for sorry, maybe just honorable, like or obsessed with honor, something like that. So rather than being jolly or baldric like, it's like sort of the I mean, you'd call it sort of samurai knight, only it's ninja just because.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect 80s trope where they confuse ninja with samurai.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I think like honorable to a fault, or like like almost like a Bushido code almost.
Yeah. Yeah. Code of the ninja.
Without committing to senpai.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe what Chris was talking about, like maybe worked with for the Shogun at one time, or one of his generals at one time, and you defected.
Or his honor guard.
Yeah, I defect. Yeah, that definitely could have definitely. Why don't I just go with and if once we work into maybe the game itself and work out villains and stuff, we can change it into like once worked for X.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense to me.
But for now,
Although
I will leave it as.
I was thinking for one of my standard qualities, something like ex-villain seeking redemption, sort of a Snake Eyes thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So I think for now we'll go with Ninja Giant, Bushido Code, and Things with Hands.
I like it.
As my primary qualities.
I like it.
So for my art and Ninjutsu, so that's one where we're going to do our own custom as a freebie.
Yeah, and it's something that fits your character. And this like art of ninjutsu obviously can be anything that even smacks of martial arts.
Yes.
So break out your ninjas and super spies.
Well, I'm not going to be that specific. I don't need to do that. I think the first one, of course, it's got to be the art of wrestling.
There you go.
Yeah.
It has to be wrestling. Now, this may be a Japanese originally cartoon, but somehow, sometimes my hands get animated by the American animators to look less like Kung Fu and more like American SmackDown 5-star wrestling.
Yes.
Nice.
This is a good time. This is a good time to lay out a warning. Me, at one point, I will be throwing heavy metal and/or professional wrestling into this somehow. I'm not sure how yet, but I will find a way to make it happen.
So I get that for. Hang on, I need to get my calculator out on my.
Yeah, you get that at level 3 for free, and if you want to add,
I can put one more point into it.
Yeah.
I am going to put one more point in that right the fuck now. So. That should take me to 14 because we already had to put a point into our Ninja Star, which I already have down.
Yes.
How many points in traits is it again?
18.
18. So that's one there and one there. Oh, actually, sorry, that gives me 16. Okay, so that gives me 16.
Yeah. And 1 point, Brad, is going toward the 5-point star, and then you also get a 3-point trait for free, which you can add a point to and upgrade if you want.
Okay. Oh, I thought the 3-point trait for free was the Art of Ninjutsu.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly, but customized.
So instead of Art of Ninjutsu, I'm going Art of. Actually, we'll just go Art of Ninjutsu Wrestling then. Just to
Art of Ninjutsu Wrestling. Art of Ninja Disguise or Mistress of Disguise.
You can put your own tag on it. So it's basically a free trait, yeah.
Exactly.
Art of Ninja Wrestling. Oh, doesn't it fit? Oh, cool. I can actually spell wrestling like they actually supposed to spell wrestling without the G. So, wrestling. So, the next one here, let's see here. What goes with my... So, we're going to have that... Ooh, yes. Okay. I'm just going to take stuff from the list. Now, I'm not sure if this is like a... See, some of these do double up, which is what I'm kind of worrying about.
Yeah.
Because, again, I'm such a guy who likes, like, clear rules. So, is clear cool under fire? Is that kind of going to be kind of like a willpower thing, or is that only for when I'm actually literally in combat?
The interesting thing about traits
Mm-hmm.
is that they're less about... They're more about situations and less about what you're trying to do, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So, cool under fire,
Mm-hmm.
like any time that I feel like that would apply,
Mm-hmm.
you can absolutely go ahead and use it.
Interesting.
Now, that puts some pressure on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if I have Art of Ninjutsu Wrestling, do I need Big Bruiser? That becomes an interesting question.
Yeah.
Well, Big Bruiser, like one of the places where Big Bruiser would be useful is if you needed to intimidate somebody.
True.
Yeah. Whereas Art of Ninjutsu Wrestling would not necessarily do that.
That's true. Okay, so Big Bruiser. Now. Now, I think I might simulate my hands with, a special power add-on. Onto one of these. Let's see, what else do I need? Ooh, see, this is where some of these are like, I really love some of these. It's like, well, everybody has something, so we are going to, whoops, no, not that one. We are going to, hang on, I gotta scroll. Okay. So I should have an accessory. What would be a good accessory for a big guy?
I was thinking your fists could be an accessory.
My fists are an accessory?
One.
I am okay with this.
Or you have like specially made brass knuckles or ninja knuckles.
I already have a name for them, Joe.
Yeah.
They're gravitonic fists.
Nice.
Oh, I like that.
They're gravity fists.
Gravitonic fists.
Gravitonic fist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have. Let's see here.
Are they like magnetic?
Yeah, we could probably put that in.
If you need them to be, we can make them. You just need to spend oomph.
And it kind of goes with talks with hands. He's like, hey, I'm going to, and he like his hand gets stuck to the wall because it's metal. And it's like, I'll be right back with you.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Nice.
Oh, and I'm going to do something trope breaking.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Yes, this will make him totally unlike. I'm going to have to try to play my character differently for a change.
Oh my.
Worthy of respect. I I am the guy with the giant glow in the dark hands. I'm worthy of respect.
Good luck with that.
I might just put 1 point of that, which is a power that does not exist here, but I will make a power out of it. Do they have that? No, they don't. That's weird. That is weird. Because this might come in handy. Glow in the dark hands. Okay. So now I just got to assign some points. So I think I should be okay assigning my points.
I mean, is glow in the dark really a power, or is it just like descriptive?
Well, no, because if we're in a dark place and Joe says you need a target number to see in the dark, I am rolling against that. I might only put 1 point into it, but I don't care. I want to put 1 point in glow in the dark hands and see if I can use it for something. Even if it's to blind an enemy up close because I've been charging into the sun all day.
It's a common action figure trope. Glow in the dark in this era.
Yeah.
You could definitely.
As for secondary powers, or things to add on, I might come back after I look over those a little bit more, Joe. I think definitely for something like my Gravitonic Fist, I might go to the one where, I get to roll the 2 dice for that and choose the highest. Yeah, like punching things. So, and the Big Bruiser, I'm not sure. Big Bruiser, I think, could probably be used to absorb damage. I'm not sure how that works, but that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm trying to look for something for me to absorb damage.
Got it.
They have a couple that are very similar, like Tough Guy and all that kind of stuff, right?
Another thing to know about setback tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Setback tokens disappear at the end of, I think.
Yeah, each episode, I think it is.
Actually, it's at the end of the scene.
End of the scene.
Yeah. So basically, a setback token is a ephemeral aspect, and always is, unless someone hits you with a devastating attack, then it becomes sticky.
Mm-hmm.
But you basically have to get a special feature for that.
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I will work on the points, and then you can go to Brad. And if anything else comes up, I'll come back.
Okay.
Sounds perfect. Brad, did you want to go next, or Chris?
I'll go ahead. Especially because I want to clear up a couple of things and make sure that I'm on the right track, that sort of stuff.
Alrighty.
So for name, I'm thinking Akira Violet Go.
Yeah.
I like it. Can you type it out for me?
Sure.
Love it. Akira Violet Go.
I like that.
Of course, there's got to be a couple exclamation points after that. But...
Oh, yes. Okay, let me fix that.
Does that mean your suit is violet?
Yes, that is. I mean, it's sort of like a dark violet because he's.
It's still an ninja
well,
costume.
I don't know if he's appropriate because it's a brain, but shadowy. Signature quality. I maybe I should shorten it, but something along the lines of disembodied sorcerer ninja brain in a bod. That is a mouthful. I agree.
I think you need to write it out as in macro.
Okay.
Macro that.
I don't know. On one hand, I'm like, it's a little too long and complex for what we're doing. But on the other hand, it sounds so awesome.
Yeah.
Which is so very 80s.
Yeah.
And just remember, if we ever get a transformation sequence, that we expand over 3 minutes for a transformation sequence.
That's true.
Fire forever.
With the music in the
I gotta
background.
fill in that space. So for my first standard quality, I was thinking ex-villain seeking redemption.
Okay.
The whole Snake Eyes thing, and then for the second one, just shadowy.
I like it.
Okay. And then for traits, I was looking at there's a power summon insert thing here creature. And I was thinking summon shadow creature. This is something directly from the inspiration of Mindoc. He at one point during the cartoon he has this. And my version of him won't have a space helmet, but he had this very astronaut space helmet that he produced snakes out of to go after Thundar and whatever the sorcerer's name, and yeah. Anyway, that, and then he also had these had prepared as defenses for his evil base, these sort of narwhals, just whales with unicorn horns.
Very funky. Okay. I like that.
Okay. And I don't know what the rules for whether summoning critters is another big complication or not.
It doesn't have to be.
Okay.
Yeah, what you're basically going to have is you're going to have an all-round sort of power. If you summon the shadow creatures to attack somebody, then they attack somebody. If you summon the shadow creatures to help you lift something, then you do that, and then you basically roll on that trait.
Sounds good.
Yeah. If you want to give that a disadvantage, saying you can't do it in bright sunlight, okay. If you don't, that's also okay.
Okay. I will. I may do that. Think about that. And then, rather than the wizard trait, I wanted to just call it sorcerer. The sorceress stuff. Then Brainiac, because it's a brain and he's a brain, and yeah, it had to be Brainiac rather than cunning or anything like that. Absolutely.
Had to be Brainiac.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Wizard. Okay. For sorcerer, could we say the sorcerer and shadow creatures kind of both? Do you want to say sorcerer, or do you want to say sorcerer's knowledge? Does he have the knowledge of a sorcerer, or can he still cast magic?
I was sort of thinking casting some sort of magic. I'm not sure how best to define it, but
okay. Give me a second. Keep going through traits.
Okay.
I want to look something up.
Okay. Some amount of perceptive. Straightforward. I'm not sure exactly how I want to tag the art of ninjutsu, given that he's already taking points in sorcery stuff. I think it might be just it may be fairly straightforward, just attacking from the dark.
I have a suggestion. Master of Shadows. So if you're going to summon a shadow, you train your body and meld yourself with the shadow world.
Yeah, that's kind of what examples they have. Ghost body.
Yeah. So instead of you fighting, you do this number and your shadow comes out from behind you and attacks. Maybe, I don't know. As an idea, or you're just master of shadows or something. Kind of an ability.
Yeah.
Your ninjutsu is shadow. Your shadow attack. As a thought.
Okay. I will at least note that in parentheses to maybe be how it manifests, but I'll think about it some too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now for special rules, those come from your trait points, right?
Special rules are things that you just get to choose, and you get 3 of them.
Okay.
and you have the option to take an additional up to 3 disadvantages to get 3 more advantage.
So somehow I wanted his like robot body to be under those special rules. I'm not sure exactly how. Like I don't know. I wasn't sure whether to take that as like a vehicle or as just what's it called? I'm looking under the wrong thing.
So
still looking under the wrong thing. Or an accessory. Essentially, what I want is that his robot top body can totally get wrecked. Like that's like a thing that'll probably happen often is like midway through it gets wrecked and he may have to get another one for the next session or may be able to find something usable in the course of the adventure, something like that.
Okay. There's a couple of ways I can think of to do that. Just looking at it here. Have you used up all your trait points yet?
Okay. So if I don't actually have to spend trait points on vehicle, then no. Otherwise, yes.
Okay. What I was thinking was if you take the trait robot body and then you could give it Echo or make it an accessory. Well, yeah, you could. If you were to take robot body and make it an accessory, then what happens is every time you flub, your robot body is deactivated for the episode.
Oh shit! Yeah. And then his brain has to come out.
When you're using that skill, like only that trait.
Amazing.
And a flub is just a regular failure, or is that like?
That's a crit failure.
Crit failure. Okay, perfect. Okay,
that's
so
something we can do.
Okay, so I'll move that over to traits.
So are you gonna have a backup so that your brain can come out at less power?
Did you want to be a brain in a body, or did you want to be a spirit?
Oh, brain.
Ooh.
No,
okay.
The physical brain for sure.
Absolutely. Physical brain for sure.
Well, okay. So is your brain going to be like in a jar? So it's going to be like we have like a machine that takes your brain off of the robot head and that installs you into another robot head, and then you're like kind of like Iron Man where you change robots depending on what you're fighting, or is it like the same robot bot?
Well, okay, so he's not like a mechanical genius in any way, so he doesn't necessarily have access to an extra one. But there's I wouldn't mind the potential for that to develop at some point.
Him being a mechanical genius, or him having different bodies?
Oh, having different bodies.
Okay. So there could be. We have the option later to do a transformed self, which could give you different robot bodies.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. Okay. That is a way you could do that. How I would run that in that case is that if you ever use robot body as a trait and flub, then your robot body is no longer useful. You can do most of the other traits that you have, but someone is probably going to have to grab you and carry you along.
Okay.
or we make it so that
maybe I'll just like spend a point on like flight or something like that, so that when it has nobody at all, it can still move the brain around. Not fast, not spectacularly, but it's not just like stuck there.
Yeah. Okay, and then what you could do is take flight and give it a situational boost, and have that boost be only when the robot body is deactivated.
Okay.
I like that.
So you can technically fly a bit all the time, but when your body gets deactivated, suddenly you can fly a lot better.
Okay.
Whew.
Or let's see, special features, disadvantage. Well, okay. Could I take flight and have it only when the robot body is trashed, and it's not that it's better. He can fly better when it's trashed, but the robot body itself can't itself fly at all.
Yes, actually, yeah. You know what? You can take that. There's the disadvantage trait. You can take that.
Okay.
Basically, and say like disadvantage only when robot body trashed.
Okay.
And that can be kind of a running gag in the show. Depending on which season you're in, is either used too much or is never used at all. Oh, could we do something else?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
How do you feel about sorcerer also only being able to use when your body is trashed? I don't know how many points you put into that.
Well, I was thinking of taking that possibly all the way up to 4.
Sorcerer?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorcerer
I'm not
is.
sure about that.
Yeah, I just want to, because sorcerer fits brain, but it doesn't quite fit ninja, which is fine. I'm just worried about it being your main trait, if that makes sense.
Well, if you want to go, spellcasters in Japan were called shikinja. So, and they, there's like, I don't know if you're familiar with the game, Legend of the Five Rings.
Mm-hmm.
So there's shikinja that specialize in different levels of magic: earth, fire, water, air, and the void.
Mm-hmm.
You could be like shikinja void, like shadow,
Could be.
or like shikinja. Is it a sorcerer maybe?
Could be.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the shadow and darkness theming of the magic sort of ties it into ninja.
I definitely agree with you there, yeah. So your character's backstory is that you used to be a sorcerer. You used to work for the other side.
Yeah.
But then something happened. Did your original body get trashed?
Like you used to drive around like an 80-foot Mac or something.
Trasher may just have been, as he got, before he's been around for a very long time, and when his body was failing, he used magic to enhance his brain and keep it immortal.
Running around in a ninja body. Okay.
Very nice.
I like it.
Ninja robot body.
Mm-hmm. As you do.
Okay. Well, let's do it for now. If it ends up like not working or going sideways in some way, we can tweak it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Honestly, I'm just worried about it being a little OP, but I think we can handle it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if we have to nerf something along the way, that's fine.
Okay.
Or if you want to nerf something before then, that's also fine.
Cool. I definitely want to try it out in real terms before I start pulling anything back, because I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Okay. Whew. How are we doing? Are we up to upgrades yet?
I guess so. Well, I guess I haven't really taken any. If I'm not doing vehicle for the body, then I haven't taken any special features at all yet. And
Okay.
but I may be hurting for points, so I may just spend those on traits.
Yep. Totally cool.
But
Yeah.
I guess I'll just get back to that if that's okay with you.
Yep. Fine with me.
Since we're kind of hurting for time.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then for upgrades. Oh. I also don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
But I feel yeah, I mean, if the basic idea is okay, then figuring, I'm less worried about figuring out those particulars, unless you're worried about figuring out those particulars right now.
I'm not worried about it right now.
Okay, I will definitely get a more solid write-up and proposal to you as soon as I can, so that you can look it over before so that there's nothing even approaching nasty surprises in play.
Excellent. At least not from you.
Yes.
I'm sorry, was that out loud?
That's okay.
So I have one. Before we think about signing off, or before we move on to Chris, I have one question as I look for the upgrades. Can I put more than one upgrade on one trait?
Yes.
Okay. No problems.
Which means you absolutely, if you want, can have a trait level 7.
Crazy.
No, actually more of I'm doing the advantage on my what is that one called? Shit, sorry. Special features name's getting me. Where is it here? So my action feature is going to be my graviton fits, of course.
Yep.
Action feature. So that gives me once per session. I add a D12 to that.
Yep.
I also want to put my graviton fist as my big attack as well.
Yep.
And now it doesn't say what kind of bonus you get. So how does that bonus work?
The way that works
is gaining a bonus against structures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This has to be a physical attack that attacks from afar.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's what the rules say. Let's leave it like that for now.
Sounds good. I missed that.
No problem. The way that works is that basically when you are attacking anything large and non-living, like a vehicle, a castle, a large robot, you get +2 the check result.
Oh, okay. Is this a +2? Okay.
Yeah. And when you attack like a flesh and blood creature, it's +2 to your target number.
I think I might just throw that upgrade into the actual power then. Or not upgrade. Oh, I'm still working on special features. Sorry. How many special features do I get?
3.
3. Okay.
Equal to your star power.
Okay.
You punch out enemy starships. Personally.
Yeah, I was kind of getting to that, but that's okay.
That would be fun to watch.
Absolutely.
Chris, do you want to do any of your character tonight?
Actually, I think I got a rough draft already.
Okay.
Okay.
Lay it on us.
I will post it in chat as I yak about it, and we can find out how this actually works and whether I need to fix anything. Okay. My character's name is Maxgate Ray Knee. He was originally Black Knee, but he's been forced to actually go towards being leader, kind of like crutching there. He wears a checkerboard ninja suit because he's basically providing for. He originally had a beautiful black suit, but he's been grudgingly putting on the white.
Nice.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Okay, his primary ninja ability is Ninja Lancer, grudgingly turned leader.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be the theme. My standard qualities are 80s badass cliche speaker.
Yeah.
And the other one is angry sneak.
I like it.
Okay. Now, as for the human tier, here's what I have for powers, is just as far as my stuff's concerned. Let me just post that, and just let me know. I'm agile, I'm a bad mofo. I took cooking, but it's American cooking because it's the dub.
Mm-hmm.
I took 1 point in leadership just because of overall traits, just because, I'm learning the ropes, so to speak.
Nice.
An incredibly resourceful mind, and my accessory is a Swiss stun ninja sword.
Swiss ninja. Nice.
Okay. I took 1 bomb in smoke bomb, and I took 3 points in sneaky. Like, my ninja training for the standard stuff is, and I also took into account the 5-point star shared resistance scheme in the art of ninjutsu.
Nice.
I was the sneaky guy that would bonk people in the head. It would actually be an assassination if it wasn't an 80s cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would sneak behind somebody. I do the Deadpool sneak, and then going down. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the character roughly as is right now.
Okay.
Now, I've not done the traits yet in the special abilities, so I'm open to suggestions at this point to finish him up. But I think he's kind of fleshed out already.
Yeah, you're definitely moving him in the right place.
Okay.
So your art of ninjutsu, you're going to customize that to your guy, or is that your stealthy?
That's probably took both stealthy and arch and ninjutsu.
Okay.
So I'm the guy that will pull out. Like I said, you remember those old Rambo knives?
Yep.
The ones with all the baling wire and stuff? I have one like that for Ninja 2.
Nice.
Okay, so it's got a bottle opener, it's got a blade, it's got a little serrated thing on the back for acting sawing. I open it up, I got like a little rudimentary fishing gear.
Yep.
But it's kind of relatively primitive. But it's also it was going to be a stun baton until you said Swordmaster, and now it's going to be a stun blade, for lack of a better term. Even though a blade should not be able to stun somebody. Stab. You're down.
But it's the 80s, and you can totally do that.
Absolutely. So I guess what I just want to know is I think I have like three accessories left, and I guess I just want ideas of what I can do to fiddle with it.
Let's see.
And by the way, my character is probably the most human out of anybody here, which is for me is way out of character.
Advantage area, big attack. Deactivate and deplete are 2 fun ones.
Okay.
Those are basically attacks. They're generally thought of as attacks that you use to either stop somebody else's powers or reduce their traits.
Yeah. Okay. I don't mind the idea of playing the spoiler of the group or the controller, kind of in my idea here. So I'm okay with taking. I took one of the traits for accessory in order so I could use my Ninja Sun Sword for a wide range of situations.
Right. Accessory is actually a free one.
Okay. Cool.
Because because it both gives you an advantage, but it also gives you a disadvantage.
Okay. Cool. So that means I still haven't done my bonus thingies then. Which means, if memory serves me correctly, I got like 2 or 3 or 4.
You have 3.
3. Okay, 3. So I deliberately took 1 point less so I could get the 5-point star.
Yep.
In order to do so. I guess I'm thinking, because unfortunately, after all is said and done, I'm kind of stuck. I don't want to... And as cool as it is, I'm not giving him a jetpack, even though I like jetpacks as a rule. Okay,
There's always swift movement.
Yeah, swift movement would work fine.
okay, then I'm going to take swift movement as one of my bonus thingies, okay? Because
How much do you want to pwn, Chris?
I'm okay with poning. I like poning.
Teleportation, bitches.
Ninja teleportation!
Yeah.
But I gotta drop the bomb, the smoke bomb, to go anywhere. Basically, I kind of have like almost
I think we broke Joe.
I'm trying to think, like, does that work?
Well, again, its main advantage isn't so much an actual transportation. It's almost like instant flanking. I drop the bomb and I'm behind you.
Yeah.
Short range teleportation.
Like standard ninja trope.
Like, I'm not gonna teleport miles or galaxies. But in a situation, I drop the bomb and I'm over here.
It is standard ninjutsu, and you are playing a stealth character.
Oh, yes.
I do like going the Naruto route and going like the ninja substitution. So in Naruto, when they quote-unquote teleport, a little log drops down. When he drops down, we have to drop down something like sci-fi.
A gear falls down from the earth.
A gear.
It usually falls out of the vehicle, and then 3 seconds later, the heart of the team is saying, again! Because she's got to do the damn thing. Okay.
I like it. I'm okay with it.
Okay, so any problems or stipulations or anything like that?
Nothing so far.
Yeah.
I like the quality and I like the primary and standard qualities. I think those are going to work.
Like, I got a chip on my shoulder, and I feel partially responsible for the leader leaving.
Yep.
Because I was the one that was poking and prodding him, and then one day he was gone.
Gone.
And it's emotional baggage as much as 80s cartoons ever have.
Yeah. And you're the only one who read the letter about why he left?
Sure, I'll read the letter, and I'm grumpy about it.
Yep.
Or the heart of the team read it, and I took it away from her, and now there's contention.
Maybe.
Before she had a chance to read it, and now she wants to know why.
Ooh. Decide amongst yourselves.
So that's just ideas here. I spent a lot of time meditating in my room, trying to control my anger issues. And yes, there are very much anger management issues here, but I want to play the night. I'm an angry man trying to be a hero. Okay, that's one of the main things.
Yep.
Like, I am doing everything in my power to not lose my temper in battle, and it won't always succeed.
Yes.
But it's a very cold, calculating anger, as in, oh really? I'm behind you, shink.
Yeah, it's not shink. It's the shink was edited out for a sound.
and the character going and falling down and little smoke coming off them.
He's sleeping.
He's sleeping.
Okay.
Little character wakes up.
And again, because I'm a very relatively agile character and stuff, I often think 3D and end up on things that I probably shouldn't, like fridges.
Yes.
You know, and I'm a bad mofo. I don't know how that works in the game, but I'm a bad mofo.
Yes.
I have the eye. Okay.
I love a bad mofo.
Unfortunately, you all know my horrible... Okay, by the way, everybody here, if you want... This was a compromise, because once you got lost in there, you guys were trying to call me white. And I was going, no, I can't. So the gray is kind of a compromise at this point.
Nietzsche. That's what I'm going to call you all the time, is Nietzsche. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. That's going to be your nickname for me.
Yeah. And even though I got great stealth skill, I'm going to write in there a major flaw. You guys can always find me, no matter how good I hide. Nobody else can find me.
Always know.
We always know where you are, or the worst default when we're with you, we tend to actually reveal where you are.
Yeah. Pause. Nobody can find me. And then one of you guys goes out and goes, "Hey, Nietzsche, what are you on?"
Hey, how's it going?
Nee, we need to order more supplies, Nee. Nee, why are you hiding, Nee?
And then that's when the sentry shows up. You see a flash of smoke. Somebody goes, "Zzzt," and says, "Every time."
Oh. So, my brain's kind of gone, but how are you guys doing?
I'm done.
I'm just trying to figure out special features. I can leave one blank, maybe. Hey, for now.
Yeah, absolutely. Leave one blank for now. Totally.
And as for upgrades, I think I might just pour my upgrades into. Yeah, I think I'll pour my upgrades into my traits.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
I officially plan to get back to it. I'm gonna.
No,
yes.
I think I'm gonna. I'm trying to decide whether or not. Well, okay. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna get a hold of the book, which I haven't yet, other than like the handouts. And I think it'd be nice to like look through it some. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, Joe, actually, you said we can put one of our upgrade points into the ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will do that.
Yeah,
make,
no.
a note,
Okay.
make a note of that for me.
Make it easier, since I only used one of them for the ninja teleportation. I have 3. I will throw the other 2 into the ship as well, just so you have a really rocking ship.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds good. What I want everybody to do, I wrote down Leo's stuff, so I will email Leo his character as it is right now.
Fair enough.
And I'm just doing mine as kind of, I'm not sure if you can see it, but I'm kind of doing mine as, what do they call them? Abilities on the screen here.
Cool.
And
yeah.
what I can do is I can write those down in a doc on my other computer and just send them to you if you want.
And you got my notepad. You pretty much have what I've just written. I don't know what the sheet is like. We can always do it a later point. But again, you know,
So what I want everybody to do is email me the final version of their characters.
Sounds good.
I'll email you yours. If you email me the final version of your characters, and then we'll decide whether we work from them or put them up on the site.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't decided yet. Ideally on the site, but that'll take some tweaking.
Yeah, I'm just doing them as action bars with macros. So if I do this,
Cool.
that should come up. Did that come up? No, that didn't come up at all. That's weird.
okay.
Okay, never mind then. There was an error in my formula. Of course there was. I will work on the macros.
Okay. Thank you.
But yeah, that's a good idea to do it as macros, just so you can click on a thing and. Have it
I was
all.
just gonna. Yeah, see that didn't come out.
Okay.
I added some
So-
extra skills too.
okay.
So.
And let me copy pasta what I have so far, just so you can.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. And I sent you an email just with the base doc.
Oh, that's why.
It's
I
done.
gotta do that.
The professional version.
That's better.
There you go.
Yes.
So what I decided, Joe, is they had a little bit more specific rather than just going the big bruiser. So I decided to take stout and
Okay.
strong as an ox.
Nice.
And kind of separate it out because I thought it was like I don't really like the whole like this represents 10 things. I kind of like a little bit more separation.
Yeah.
I also have lots of points to play with. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, there's got to be at least one scene where the spaceship's trying to get away, and like that, our big guy there is holding on to the other end, saying no.
Yes.
Okay.
that
love
might
it.
be my third thing. Is like bonuses for holding down items.
But wait, do we want to name our fearless leader?
No, no. We will wait on that.
Okay.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
planning.
Okay.
I'm planning
Anyways.
on calling you fearless leader.
Yeah.
No, I'm not fearless leader. How many times?
And I can't say his name because it's a disgrace to the team. That would not honor his memory.
No.
Actually, that would not honor us. He's dishonorable. I can't mention his
And
name.
I disappear when you say that. Unfortunately, you find me like 30 seconds later, moping on top of the ship.
Now this might be a little too broad because I noticed that no one took like engineering, which is going to be awesome. We're going to have to find engineers all the time.
That's where we have the zippy robot comic relief.
Yeah, I'm thinking we may end up with an NPC.
Well, it's why we put so many points in the ship, because it has like a ship's avatar or something.
Makes sense.
It's a self-repairing ship.
Or a, yeah, sort of or a civilian crew
Ship.
Yep.
that we'll occasionally have to rescue.
Her name,
Exactly.
and since it's a ship, it's a she, and her name is Yuri.
Nice.
Well, it can be a she or a he depending how you spell it. So that's awesome.
Exactly. That's part of the reason I picked it there.
Okay.
Okay.
Ship named Yuri.
Yeah, King of Fighters.
Yes. I do have. So how are you doing, Joe? Are we done?
Well, I think we've definitely done all we're going to do on stream for now.
Mm-hmm.
Except the only other thing we need to discuss is, Chris and Jay, are you taking a break next week, or are you in next week?
Unfortunately, it is Labor Day long weekend.
We'll see.
We'll see. I'm not gonna.
Depends. Are you gonna run next week, or what are we doing?
What I'm thinking is we do something else next week.
Okay.
And that gives everybody time to have their characters, me to have stuff ready. Maybe another off-camera session to design the ship.
Okay, we'll be more than happy to help out. Yeah, just give us a date and time. We'll be more than happy to tag along.
Got it. Yeah. And then 2 weeks from today will be when we run the first official episode of Nissan Shi Go.
It kind of rolls off the stock.
Yeah, I'm going to put my game on the back burner for now. I'll start getting you guys set up as far as thinking is concerned until you're established for your Cartoon Action Hour. And also, I really got to do the last minute look over of the book that we've written, which is Sorrels of the Hidden Veil.
Yeah, I think that's going to be our plan for next week. Other than just hanging out, doing some stuff on Saturday, what we can we'll email you about.
Yeah.
I'll see on your availability, but we definitely need to do maybe some test rolling for our book.
Okay.
Yeah.
How our stats are balanced out.
Yeah, we just want to make sure everything's balanced. You're of course welcome to anybody else here if you want to do it like online or something, but we want to test out a few things here and there just to make sure the crunch works based on the math.
Okay. Well, so let me see. So next Sunday, is it like up in the air whether you're going to be available at all, or should we plan on doing some test stuff for Sorrels, or how would you
Sorrels, we're not sure if we're ready to do in camera yet or not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be ugly.
Because we kind of want to launch it before we do that. So.
Sure. Okay.
Same
for sure.
Will happen sometime next year or next year.
Yeah.
Okay. So should I plan on doing like a one-shot-ish open viewer Eschaton thing next week, or?
Yeah, me and Chris will probably sign off for next week. I think, right, Chris?
Most likely, yeah. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I think I'll bow out next week as well. Give me some time to work on this.
Okay.
Yeah. And then in 2 weeks, we'll start up the Cartoon Action for fall, as the new fall season begins with. Is it again?
Hang on.
She go!
Go!
Yes. First episode, Ninjas in
Enter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I think Nishan Shi Go is that from Super Sentai? I can't remember. It was actually a Japanese show that used to do that.
It is, but we're going to take it back.
But that's okay.
Take it back, something that we never had.
You're thinking about Jet Kun Joe. It's,
that's the one.
Rock, paper, scissors.
That's awesome.
They battle each other by playing rock, paper, scissors.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And yes, there will be a filler cooking episode sometime in this series. You've been warned.
Nice.
That is going to happen.
Yes.
And I will definitely need to find a Space Ninja background.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
Sure.
That would be very much appreciated, and I will look for Space Ninja assets.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And I will build my character in Hero Machine with the oversized green glowing fists, and I will be very happy.
I can almost guarantee you that there's like sci-fi ninjas in here somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I'm now officially curious. Not like this is really a surprise.
But anyway, thank you, gentlemen, and thank you for everybody watching. This was Cartoon Action Hour. We've gone from 0 to Space Ninjas.
As it most should be.
And thank you for putting this together. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
You're welcome. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So, given that it's after 8, if you want, we can do the standard what you guys are doing on the internet right now, or we can just kind of abbreviate and skip that this week.
I think
just for time.
Yeah.
I think for me and Chris, we'll skip this week, and then when we're ready to launch the book, we will be knocking on your doorstep.
Yep.
Okay. Sure.
You have RPG. I just did one on for my Breath and Potsani on gnomes, and that's pretty much it.
And Leo, if you have a short blurb in your stuff.
We just did another game today, so wizarddarn.com and Twitter. Same thing. Time Vortex. We just finished up a campaign. Well, I mean, didn't finish the campaign. We just finished up the show. And I'll tweet out the episode when it's downloaded.
Cool. Okay. So thanks again, everybody. For those of you watching, if you enjoyed this but haven't hit follow yet, please do, so you'll know that when I go live, especially if you hit turn notifications on. And I've got, in terms of the stuff coming up, it's just the normal schedule. We'll probably be doing open viewer game of Eschaton next week in this slot. And have a good one, everybody. I'm going to try to find someone very cool to host. Hopefully I can do that with some degree of alacrity. What's up? Oh, let's just do. Let's do Swargula. He's running some D&D, and he is a pretty class act and pretty solid GM and definitely entertaining. So I definitely suggest checking him out. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Peace out.
Yeah.
Okay, and